Monday's twin bombings in Jolo was the fourth suicide attack in the island province of Sulu in less than 2 years.
The worst is yet to come, David. There are still suicide bombers out there.
The first few cases were believed to have been carried out by foreigners. That is now changing.
Unang-una, imposibleng magkaroon ng suicide terrorism in the Philippines. Now we have. Imposibleng magkaroon ng Filipino suicide terrorism. Now we have. Imposibleng magkaroon ng female suicide terrorism. That now we have.
For security analyst Professor Romel Banlawi, the bigger concern now is the most vulnerable could take the role next. Children and young people. It was common in the Middle East and it could likely happen on local shores unless the country takes a more decisive and even drastic steps. In simple terms, Banlawi compares violent extremism to COVID-19. It began abroad, then brought here, where there is now so-called local transmission of radical ideology. If there are safety protocols to address a pandemic, there's capacity building and massive education to fight extremism.
Sometimes we call it de-radicalization, disengagement, counter-radicalization. But for me, it's just simply promoting the culture of peace, promoting the culture of non-violence, promoting the principle of tolerance, upholding the philosophy of moderation.
And the possible vaccine, Banlawi says it's the new, though controversial, anti-terrorism law, now facing opposition in the Supreme Court.
Under the old law, we're only penalizing actual perpetrators of acts of terrorism. But under the new law, the Anti-Terrorism Act of 2020, we penalize not only actual perpetrator, but also those who are involved in the financing, training, recruitment, inciting, facilitating, and even providing weapons and materials.
Banlawi warns the clock is ticking before government can take its next steps. The extremists could be ready to initiate their next bolder and deadlier attacks. David Santos, CNN Philippines.